Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something I know lots of you have wrestled with. That moment you look at your Ticketer app and realize, well, it's become spaghetti code. Tangled, hard to follow. We're going to explore how to untangle that mess and turn it into something clean, maintainable, maybe even, collaborative.
Yeah, it's a classic situation, isn't it? Teachers so accessible, which is great. But that ease of entry sometimes leads straight to complexity later on. And look, the goal here isn't some mythical perfect design. Refactoring, especially with existing code, it's more like redescription, pragmatic. You're making the code useful now for today's needs and tomorrow's. It's about applying that Boy Scout rule, right?
Leave the code cleaner than you found it.
Exactly. Make it a habit. And tkinter, well, bless its heart, it often needs this kind of code archaeology. That main loop function, the way the GUI and logic get tangled. 5 minutes to build, 5 months to understand. Sound familiar?
Oh, absolutely. We've
Yeah.
all been there. So, okay, before we start digging into this digital Pompeii, what's the absolute first step? I'm guessing some kind of safety net is non-negotiable here.
Paramount. You cannot refactor safely without tests. And specifically, we start with characterization tests. Their job isn't proving correctness. It's simpler. Document what the code does right now. Bugs and all, that's your safety harness.
Documenting the current behavior, even the bugs. Okay, I get that. So you know when you've changed something unintentionally. But what about that main loop problem? It blocks everything, makes testing a nightmare, right?
Right. So the trick is to wrap your main GUI entry point, where you call main loop, inside an if name equals main block. That way, your tests can import your modules without starting the GUI.
Ah, clever. So you isolate the GUI startup.
Exactly. Then you use mocking. Unitas.mock is the standard library tool to basically pretend the GUI exists. You test the application's core logic, its guts, without ever actually creating the visual shell.
Okay, that makes sense. Mocking the shell to test the guts. You mentioned unitest.mock, but I know a lot of listeners prefer PyTest. Does that work well here too?
Oh, absolutely. PyTest is generally preferred. It's just cleaner. Less boilerplate, more readable tests. Its fixture system is brilliant for setting up mocks and managing dependencies, which is, super helpful with GUI stuff. Makes building that safety net less of a chore.
Good to know. So safety net built with PyTest and characterization tests. Now what? How do we actually start chiseling away at the spaghetti? What tools do we use?
Okay, with tests running green, now you bring out the power tools. Your IDE, PyCharm, VS Code, whatever you use is key. Features like extract method, extract class, rename symbol. These are automated structure-aware refactorings. Much safer than manual changes.
Right, letting the IDE handle the tricky bits.
Definitely. And then you have static analysis tools like Sorcery. They can actually find refactoring opportunities for you, point out code smells. And don't forget AI assistants like GitHub Copilot, not just to write code, but as a kind of Socratic partner.
Socratic partner? How do you mean?
Ask it why the code is structured a certain way. Explain this function. Suggest better names. It can help clarify things, even generate starting points for tests. Then, tactically, extract method is your best friend for long functions. That monster on submit button click, break it down. Validation, processing, saving separate methods.
Makes sense. Smaller, focused functions.
An extract class tackles those huge God classes. Split that monolithic application class. Maybe pull out a user data model or a persistence manager. Separate the concerns. Oh, and please fix any from tkinter import use import kinter as TK. It makes the code so much clearer.
Ah, yes, the wildcard import trap. Okay, so we've used the tools, broken things down. We have cleaner pieces. How do we put it all back together strategically?
Think of architectural patterns as shared vocabularies. For tkinter, Model View Controller, MVC, is often a really good pragmatic fit. You separate things cleanly. Model for data and logic, view just for display, controller mediates between them.
So model holds the state, view shows it, controller handles user input and updates.
Pretty much, yeah. And the migration is gradual. This is key. Move one piece, one class into the MVC structure. Run all your tests. Green, okay, commit. Repeat. Slow and steady, ensuring you don't break things.
Right, disciplined, incremental changes backed by tests. And once the code is restructured, what about making it welcoming for others, or even your future self?
Exactly. You need to refactor the project's human interface, too. A great me.md is crucial. Include screenshots, clear setup steps, how to run it, make it easy for someone new to get started.
And for contributing.
A detailed contributing.md. Explain the workflow, how to run tests, coding conventions. It's your welcome mat and guidebook for collaborators. This turns it from that messy tinker project into something organized, something you can actually share and build upon.
So it's really a journey from frustrating spaghetti
Mm.
to, well, maybe a well-curated museum exhibit of code. Something clear, organized, and understandable.
That's a great way to put it. And it's not just about the code itself, is it? It's a learning process. You build confidence, pride in your work, and you genuinely open the day for collaboration. It's more than just fixing technical debt, it's about growth.